Hey everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. I am so upset right now, y'all. I mean, I am, but I'm not really, to be honest, because here's the thing. I really like the way my eye look came out today, so I'm okay with it, but I'm still upset because I waited all day on a pallet to arrive, and it didn't say out for delivery, so I just kind of assumed it probably wouldn't get delivered. As soon as I finish this thigh, put the mascara on, the whole 9 yards. It's been delivered. And I ain't the type that's gonna wipe off my makeup and redo it because, I just, no. You know what I mean? I'd like to be that type of person, but no. So, anyway, I'm gonna have to film with the palette tomorrow, which really upsets me because I really, really wanted to play with this palette. But, that's okay because I got a feeling that this palette here is better than that palette anyway, so I suppose I'll live with my decision. Yeah. Anywho, so today we're going to be playing with the Zendo palette by Natasha Denona, which I personally adore this palette. Love it. So we're going to go into this shade here first. There's 2 mattes and then 3, I guess you would say, metallics. But we're going to start with this shade as my crease shade. I personally love this palette, so it is one of my top favorites of hers. And even though I am excited to play with the new palette, and I do think that it will be an okay palette. I do think it will be. This one is just better. Because, well, one is Natasha Denona. I mean, that's that. And 2, it is quite my color story, if you ask me. Look at that. And it does build to the shade that is in the pan. Actually, it probably builds a little deeper, to be honest with you. I just really like this palette, though, to be honest. Because to me, it is just such a quick and easy palette for me to use. We're going to go into this shade here. And I like that about it. The fact that it is that, And then B, it's just so easy to work with. The color story is perfect for me. I can get several different looks out of this if I wanted to. But I tend to always go for the same look just because, it's kind of a go-to look. I actually went a little bit of a different route today than I usually do. But, I dipped that in the wrong color. But it's not that far off from what I usually do, to be honest. So, I am going to take that same darker matte and run it under the lower lash line as soon as I find my mirror. I just really like this palette because it is so quick and easy to use. I don't really overthink this palette because I think it's because it is my color story, so I don't have to overthink it, Where with some that if I'm not comfortable with, it may not be as easy. We're going to go into the shade right here, and I'm going to pop that all over my lid. And I'm not using anything to spray or anything like that, setting spray or anything like that, or glue or anything. I don't find I really need to with her shadows. However, if you did want more of a punchier look, by all means, you definitely can achieve it by spraying the shadow. Me personally, I'm okay with this when it comes to this particular look. I'm gonna go into this shade right here, and we're gonna put it into the inner corner. This is one of my favorite colors right here, shades that she's got. It's like a green, silver. I mean, it's just so, I don't know. I just like it. It's different. In a way, it's different. Now, this is where technically I would stop. I'm not gonna lie to you. Especially if it's just like an everyday type of look, I'd stop here. However, I did want to use every color in the palette. So we're going to go into this darker shade right here. And I'm going to use teeny tiny little, I guess, what would this be called? I don't know. It's like a liner almost. I think it's for tight lining, to be honest with you. But I'm going to run it right along the lower lash line here. And I mean right up on that lash line. You can put this on the outer corner of your eye if like you want it more of a depth out there, and it works well, but I'm just going to use it to line with today. I really didn't, I was just trying to go for easy, to be honest with you. Now I'm going to do the top lash line, and I'm just pushing it right up into my lashes. Again, just to give a little bit of, that way it looks like I got a little more volume in my lashes, even though I don't, you know. But I do like the fact that it gives the illusion. When I go to apply my mascara. Okay. I did get a little bit of fallout by doing it this way also, but not much. Again, you could pick up the shadows right and then, you know, tap it in there, but I mean, I didn't get enough fallout to make it worth me doing that. I'm going to get a little bit darker right through here. Sorry about that. But you can see, I mean, just by me lining how dark that shade is, so it can definitely give you, you know, the darkness in the outer corner if you needed it. Then I'm just going to curl my lashes. I have had a heck of a time today. I mean, between the package, which I just gave up on, and I should have known as soon as I'd started, it arrived, to my cat knocking the light over And I thought it broke, to be honest with you, and I thought, great, as soon as I finally get lighting back in here to where y'all can see something, my cats are going to break it, because that's right up my cat's alleys, because, I mean, it's like they do whatever they can to spite me. I don't know what I've ever done to these cats. But they can be awful little creatures sometimes. Sometimes they're wonderful. Sometimes they're not. I'm using my Bite mascara for my top lashes. Yeah. I was like, am I using my Bite? But yes, I am. And then for the bottom lashes, the Lancome I'm going to use. My hair, like, nothing has worked out for me today. Have you ever had one of them days where just nothing works the way you think it should, or the way that you think it's going to? Well, that would be today. Alright. And then, oh yeah, the Lancome. I thought I got. Okay. Bottom lashes. I was like, what am I doing here? I didn't even know what I was doing, to be honest with you. Alright. There we go. We're done. So, you can see why I personally like this palette so much. It's just because it's quick and easy to create a cohesive look using one palette. This is an all-in-one palette for me. And it's pretty. You know? Is it... I mean, it can be very eye-catching. I don't want to say it's not this particular look is not that eye-catching. However, you can definitely get eye-catching looks out of this palette for sure. Hands down. Don't doubt it for 1 second. I gotta push these lashes up, y'all. They're already falling. There we go. Because I have, and I'm like, wow. Now this particular look, no, it's beautiful, it's pretty, but nothing eye-catching. But it's so simple for an everyday, or if you just want to feel fixed up, you know what I mean? That's the way I feel with this palette. Again, I wouldn't have necessarily used that darker shade to line my eyes, though I did today. I usually don't, not gonna lie. But I did want you to see how dark that it could go, just so you had an idea, because I do think you can still get this palette. So I do highly, you know, suggest this palette. Like, if the color story looks like it would work for you, I would definitely suggest it. It's one of her really, you know, better ones. But then they're all good in a certain way. It just depends on if the color story works for you, or if you're comfortable with the color story too. So, but I think it turned out really good. I'm pleased with it, and I hope this helped in some way, shape, or form. Who knows? But if it does, I hope it did. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload. I upload every day but Sunday. And I can't wait to play with my new palette tomorrow. And that kind of sucks because I have another new palette coming in tomorrow too. So that means the next 2 days will be new palettes, because I'll do this one, and then the one I get tomorrow, I'll do the next day, I believe is how I'm going to do it. I don't know how that's going to play out though. We'll see. We'll see. But until next time, take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Bye.